Hello everybody, welcome back to Bearware the Terrible. Today we have a new deck for you called the Windborn Wellness, featuring our Eldegoss and also Blissey. Let me just click on the music real quick. So we're at 11:58 on the music. So Windborn Wellness, we are featuring our Blissey V with the Blissful Blast attack, doing 30 more damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon, and you also get to attach that extra 3 energy cards, any special energy as well from your discard pile to your Blissey V. Everyone's very familiar with this card because it's very popular. From Chilling Rain, Blissey V, a very popular V card. We're also using our Eldegoss. So Eldegoss has the Enriching Seeds attack, allowing you to heal all damage from any one of your benched Pokemon. So if they play a Mimikyu Heal Jamming, you can't actually use this card anymore. That's important to note. But if they don't have that card, if they play a Dina Tree Hill, we have our Stadium cards to kick that out and allow us to heal once more. So all we need to worry about is that Heal Jamming Mimikyu. If they don't play that card, we can use our Eldegoss to max heal, full restore our Blissey to max health. Then after that, we get to do Blissful Blast once more. So what we want to do is do our first Blissful Blast hit with either a powerful energy or any other energy. We have 4 lucky energy in this deck, 4 powerful, 3 capture, and 6 basic energy cards in this deck. So 9 basic energy cards. So that basic actually allows us to draw it out with our Sonia. We have a total of 20 energy cards in this deck, so that we get to use our Galarian Articuno to reconstitute and discard 2 energy cards from our hand. We can also discard energy cards with our Milo, Alistair, and Research in this deck. Quick Ball as well. It may actually be wise to add a few Aurora energy, just because Aurora allows you to discard your hand as well. But I don't think it's necessary, just because we may not even get in my experience, when I play this deck, I play this a lot, about 20 plus games. When I play this deck, I don't normally have that many energy cards in my hand to attach from my hand and to discard, so I normally won't have enough to discard with my supporter and also my item plus my ability. So obviously we only have 1 copy of this card in this deck. If it shows up in our deck, then that's good. If it's in our prize card, then we can't actually use this ability. If they use a Path to the Peak, we can't use the ability as well, but we have our Stadium card to kick out that Path to the Peak if we need to. We have only 3 copies of our Blissey, 3 copies of each Gossifleur and Eldegoss, but that's enough because we don't need that many. All we need is 1 Blissey in play actually. If they don't play a fighting type, because Weakness Guard is no longer standard, we can't actually hope to avoid the weakness of fighting unless you have your Dunsparce. So Dunsparce on Fusion Strike on the next set allows you to remove all weakness, allows you to protect all of your normal type Pokemon or flying type Pokemon from fighting weakness. So you also get to protect from lightning weakness if they are flying type. So all normal type symbols have no weakness if you play that Dunsparce, a basic Pokemon as well. But since we have no Dunsparce in this deck, we're just gonna make do with that Cape of Toughness. So we have 3 copies of Cape of Toughness, allowing us to add to up to 300 HP for that Blissey. So it is surviving at least 1 hit, even with an Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX or something like that, but it's not surviving an Urshifu VMAX Gale Thrust. So if they use Gale Thrust with a Tower of Waters, they can actually knock you out with 1 hit. Because we have no Weakness Guard in this deck, Blissey is weak towards fighting type, very weak towards fighting type, and if they play a 1-hit knockout deck like a Rayquaza VMAX or anything that hits it with 1-hit KO, Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX can also do 1-hit knockouts later on in the game. If you leave it too long, if you don't do enough, if you waste too many turns, then Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, your opponent's Shadow Rider, can actually knock out your Blissey with 1 hit later on in a game. So don't leave things too long. But obviously, if your opponent leaves things too long as well, our deck is a ticking time bomb also, because Blissey V does more and more damage as you do more and more of your Blissful Blast hit. You get to attach more and more energy cards to your Blissey V, allowing you to knock out any VMAX with 1 hit later on in a game. So obviously we actually have to waste the turn, we have to pass the turn healing using our Enriching Seeds attack. It is an attack, that means we can't actually attach extra energy using that attack using our Eldegoss. So Eldegoss actually delays us by 1 turn, but that's okay because we are healing to max HP with our Blissey. So Blissey actually recovers to full HP. That means if they boss order you, you can actually Bird Keeper and do it all over again. You can actually keep healing over and over and over until they run out of their boss order. So that's how powerful this deck is. That's how strong your Eldegoss is. They are forced to knock out all of your Eldegoss before they can actually knock out your Blissey. So that is an extra barrier for them. Not only does Blissey have super high HP, we also have that extra barrier Eldegoss to max heal its HP. So they're gonna have to get past our first shield before getting past our second shield, which is our Cape of Toughness, and then knocking out Blissey with the third strike. So we also have a lot of switch cards in this deck because we need to switch that heavy Blissey. It is 4 energy retreat cost. So we have 3 switch cards, 2 escape ropes, and 3 bird keepers in this deck. We have no air balloon obviously because it's 4 energy retreat cost. And we also have our regular supporter cards, not so regular actually. We have 3 Alistairs, 2 Milo, 4 research, and 1 copycat just to draw cards into our hand. We have 4 lucky energies to draw as well, 4 powerful to help us do extra damage, 2 Turffield Stadium to bring out our evolution card, 4 quick balls, 4 quick ball, 3 captured energies to bring out our basic Pokemons, and no other 3 Sonias, my bad. So 4 quick ball, 3 Sonia, and 3 capture to bring out our basic Pokemons, which we only have 3 copies of. Our main attackers we only have 3 copies of, so Blissey and Gossifleur, plus that extra 1 Galarian Articuno. So we have actually 7 basic Pokemons in this deck. Let's go ahead for gameplay with our Windborn Wellness deck in the standard format. So I'm gonna check that the music's playing, that the volume's okay, and the stream is running. Okay. Savage 2. So we got Gossifleur to start with. We got a switch though. We got switch and Sonia, which is good. So since we don't need to evolve, since this deck is not that important, it's not that important to evolve for this deck, it's better to go second just because we get to bring out our Blissey with our Sonia. If we go first, if we don't have a Blissey, then attaching energy would be pointless. Unless we use it for the retreat for an extra discard. So going first might actually be a good thing, but if you go first, they can actually Marnie you, and Marnie is very disruptive. So we don't want anyone to Marnie us, so I suppose that's why. Bad thing about that though is that if we use our Sonia, let's hope we have a Galarian Articuno, because if we have an Articuno, that's great. That means we actually get to discard without that Milo, without using a Milo, because Sonia is a supporter card. That's the bad thing about Sonia. But it gets out 2 of your 2 cards into play, so that's good. So I think we're gonna have to switch because we're gonna have to waste that switch card. Just so that we get to do extra damage now. And then collect the knockout later if they don't evolve their Pikachu. We can't actually do it just because we don't have it. We don't actually get to attach 3. We only attach 2, but we did have 3. We do have 3 powerful on the next turn if they don't Marnie us. So how much is that actually? For 190 damage. I think that's enough. Yep, 190 damage is enough. We only need 140. So actually 1 powerful is enough. So I'm gonna just use a copycat. Should we just use a copycat? We don't actually need that anymore. Yeah, we don't actually need it anymore. But I'm just gonna attach it. Let's just use our Milo. I don't really want to use copycat. So let's just kill it. Yeah, I don't really like to play with risk. So copycat for 3 cards is not good. You can just get nothing but energies. You're shuffling back into the deck anyways. Milo draws 4 cards. There's always a risk when you shuffle back into the deck, like Bruno. Bruno draws 7 cards, so you don't have to worry too much. But with your Marnie, you're not shuffling, but you're putting at the bottom. Kabu is not a good card as well. Unless you're playing only one active, like a Draco Zolt or something like that. So they're forcing us to retreat. I think we're gonna do that one. Because that actually is easy to retreat that one. And also, what should we do here? I think we should use an Alistair. Okay, Alistair got us 3, that's perfect. We're just gonna discard 1, I think. No, let's just discard 2. So we're gonna retreat just because we have no more switch cards. We have a lot more switch cards, but we didn't get it in hand. So we're just gonna discard those 2. I don't think we need another Gossifleur, not yet. So we're gonna retreat. We're not gonna use Call for Family. Call for Family, only use it when you are like really desperate. Like if you have no Sonia, no Capture, and no Quick Ball, which is virtually impossible because we have a total of, I think, 10 copies of those cards, 4 Quick Ball, 3 Sonias, and 2 Capture Energies. So I think that's 9. 9 energies. Sorry, 9 summoning cards. So we won against Flying Pikachu, which is quite random actually. They are playing random cards. Flying Pikachu and Salamence. Salamence requires water and fire energy. It's a stage 2 as well. So Flying Pikachu, I think it requires lightning. If it's Surfing Pikachu, then it might actually be a good match because Salamence requires water, Surfing requires water as well. So we got Sonia to start with. If we have an Articuno, that would be great. Okay, they're playing Kingdra. Kingdra is very dangerous. If they evolve fast enough, they can actually kill us with 1 strike because they are retaining their energies in play. Kingdra is quite crazy. So I don't know what to do here. Should we just use a Sonia? I don't think we should though. I really need to kill it, right? So we're just gonna I don't know what to do here. Let's just do Sonia. Might as well, right? Because if we get an Articuno, that would be great. We actually don't have any more Blissies in the deck, so that's actually quite dangerous. I'm not gonna use Articuno now. I'm gonna just hit it 40. We don't have a powerful, so that's fine. At least we got 1 energy. All we need is 1 more the next turn to knock it out. If they don't Rare Candy double evolve, which is quite bogus if they do that. If they Boost Shake, we're still good. If they Evolution Incense Boost Shake, they can actually evolve to a stage 2. Okay, Smokescreen, that's good. We got 2 switch cards. We got 3 switch cards actually. So we're safe. We can actually knock it out now. So let's use a Bird Keeper. Got another energy card. I think we're just gonna discard that energy, hoping for a, let's just discard a Bird Keeper. Yeah, we don't need that many Bird Keepers, I don't think. Okay, we didn't get energy card, but that's okay, we can still knock it out. So we are retrieving that one. So no loss there. But we got Quick Ball, which is not good because we don't need any more. We got too many switch cards to start with, which is not good. We need our switch card to show up at the right time when we need to heal. So we don't need to heal yet. I don't think they're gonna do much damage to us to start with, but we have to be careful because we are taking 1 prize at a time. We are, our progress is very slow, whereas for them, they can actually use smokescreen to buy time before they evolve. So that's the dangerous thing. We should have actually saved that. What's the word? Birdkeeper. So I think I'm just gonna Birdkeeper retreat. It's better to retreat to save that escape rope. So we're just gonna capture Birdkeeper and evolve. Is it 1 energy retreat cost? Yep. Okay, we're just gonna evolve the active. Retreat back to Blissey and use Articuno. We finally could do a triple attachment. Shout out. Hey Bajet. How's it going, Bajet? So we got 3 energy cards, 3 special energy cards. Capture does nothing, but lucky and you're powerful does something. How's it going, man? Life is very scary, you know. You have to appreciate every moment in life. So if you get to game on. Keep gaming. So they just hypnotized us. We have to use another switch card. Yeah, but I don't think they can do much to us. Should we heal our Pokemon? I don't think they can knock us out though. Empoleon is not doing much. So we don't have to worry too much yet. We can't just knock out the Lapras now. We're just gonna do it. Switch retreat and evolve that one, might as well. Let's do Alistair, shall we? Let's do Alistair. Discard that powerful. We don't want to discard too much though, just because we need energies to retreat. If we don't have any more energies, we can't use enriching seeds, we can't retreat, and that's gonna be bad for us. So let's just discard our quick ball, 1 quick ball and 1 Turffield. We don't need those 2, just in case they Marnie, then that's gonna be quite bad for us. So we're gonna save that energy card for enriching seeds and also for retreat. So we got only that 1 Blissey. If this Blissey gets knocked out, we're done for. Because those other 2 Blissey is in the prize card. But now that we drew another one, we are kind of safe for a bit longer. But I don't think they're knocking it out. There's no possible way they can knock it out. Unless they put like a fighting type out of nowhere. Phalanx, Rapid Strike Phalanx out of nowhere, scoop up the Horsey and then fill up their bench with fighting with like Rapid Strike Pokemons. And they can actually do 240 damage with that Phalanx with 1 energy, 1 Rapid Strike energy. You can always use a Crobat and a Research to draw out the right cards. So you never really know what they can get actually. We're just gonna attach 1 here. If they Crushing Hammer, I don't think we're that badly off. So we're just gonna use a Milo here. Discard 2 Research. What about that? Let's use it. So they got no more Horsey, but they can actually use Nessa to get it back very easily. Nessa and Rescue Carrier. But I don't think they can win anymore. We just got 2 prize cards left. So it's an easy day today, thank God. I don't really like to play against meta decks. Meta decks are too powerful and it's just not fun anymore. So let's just do it, shall we? Let's just use Enriching Seeds just for the heck of it. Enriching Seeds. 200 damage healed. So they get one prize card at least. We could have knocked it out just now, I think. We got 7 energy cards. So we're doing 220 plus that 2 powerful, 260 damage, I think. 290 if we attach 1 energy. Let's see if it's okay. We're doing 310 damage, I think. Let's see if that's correct. Okay, 310 damage. And that's 340 the next turn. Plus another 30 from our hand. 370, knocking out any VMAX already. So Blissey is a ticking time bomb. If your opponent leaves too long without knocking out your Blissey, then they're gonna be in trouble, you know. Because by your third hit, you can actually attach up to like 10 plus energy already. Before your second hit, you have 5 energy attached to it, and before your third hit, you got 9 energies. So after your third hit, before your fourth hit, you get to attach 12 or even more energies. I don't think you can attach more unless you're playing Melanie. If you play Melanie with Blissey, that would be crazy, because it's already attaching that many. But you need to discard though. You need to discard way more energy to be able to attach not only 3 but that extra 1 with Melanie. So we're gonna have to use Quick Ball here. I think we go first. So there's no point using Alistair. We can't actually use Alistair, my bad. But we actually have to use Escape Rope now. I think it's better to do that, just in case they Marnie us. So we're gonna use Alistair, I think. Should we use Alistair or Research? Let's just use Alistair. Okay, we got quite a lot. Okay, they just let us win. We should have used Reconstitute. I would have used Reconstitute to discard Copycat and Quick Ball. Sorry, Copycat and the basic energy, and then attach that powerful so that we actually get to save the Quick Ball to discard another energy if we drew 1 energy with a Reconstitute. So the good thing about your Articuno is that you get to draw a card in addition to that discard. Whereas with your Galarian Meowth, also it has high HP, you know. It's not just 180 HP, it has the, you know, unusually high HP of 210. So it's quite a strong V Pokemon in that sense. Whereas with your Kricketune and your Crobat, it's only 180. Sableye is only 170, by the way. Sableye is crazy. Crazy weak. Sorry about that, I'm just reconnecting the chat. There's something wrong with the chat. Okay, chat is fine. Okay, they are playing Glaceon. Glaceon VMAX. So let's go Sonia for Articuno again. I suppose it's safer to play 2 Articunos. It's always safer to play 2 Articunos, I suppose. Let's just discard Escape Rope. Should we just discard Escape Rope? I don't want to discard Sonia though. Yeah, I don't think we should discard Sonia. We'll keep that switch for our Eldegoss and Sonia for energy cards next turn, so that we get to use our Reconstitute to discard those energies and attach an extra 1 from our hand. So we don't need to use Milo and Sonia at the same time. We can use Sonia and Reconstitute. That's the power of Articuno. And the power of your basic energy cards. So Sonia, basic, and Articuno is a good combo. Even though it may seem silly, but it's actually better than the normal combos. Should we just use Alistair instead? I think we should use Sonia though. Might as well use Sonia, right? So they just healed their Pokemon for some reason. I don't know how they did that. Oh, Pokemon Center Lady. So let's hope we get a quick ball or something. At least discard that extra one. But we actually need to attach one, so there's no point really. Might as well just attach it, right? So we got a few damage there, 140. We only attached 2 extra. I don't think we're knocking it out the next turn. So that's 60, 90 extra damage. Yeah, we can knock it out the next turn. Just because it's our second strike. So all you need is 3 strikes to knock out a VMAX. This is our second strike. So the next turn is our third strike. You don't even need to attach that full 3 energy amount. All you need is 2 extra each turn. So on your third turn, if you have like 6 or 7 energy, you can actually knock it out. But that powerful actually does a lot. If you don't have powerful, you actually need more energy cards. So if they Fan of Waves us, that's going to be bad. If they have a lot of those Fan of Wave cards, then we're going to be set back by a lot. Glaceon is not useful. Glaceon is pretty much useless. Just because the ability can very easily be overwritten, can very easily overwrite the ability with your Path to the Peak, and it doesn't do that much, it only does 150 damage plus that 30 to the bench Pokemon, to your opponent's bench Pokemon. So we're just gonna do the full thing, even though we are knocking it out already. Just gonna do the full thing. 370, yep, we knocked it out. So we got another win with our Blissey deck, doing really well. Let's go ahead for another game. So we got Blissey to start with, that's good. We even got a powerful, we always get a powerful. Interesting enough. We always get powerful to start with, which is a good thing. We want to get powerful. So let's not jinx our luck there. So we're gonna use powerful. And then Milo, I don't think we need capture. We're just gonna use powerful. Okay, we got that one. We're gonna get Articuno with that discard. If we have an Articuno. We have no Articuno, but that's okay. We're just gonna prepare another Gossifleur, just in case they knock out one with a boss order or something. If they have that level of foresight. They may actually prepare for the other Gossifleur, the other Eldegoss. So Cotton Lift allows you to search your deck for any 2 energy cards, basic energy, and put it into your hand. But we're not playing that Eldegoss, we're playing the Enriching Seeds, Shining Fates Eldegoss that has the attack. It's not an ability, it's an attack that allows you to heal all damage from any one of your bench Pokemon. So they're playing Dragapult. Dragapult is dangerous. We actually need to evolve fast because, they're hitting our bench Pokemon. Telescopic Sight does nothing. What are they doing? But I think they're reducing. They're probably playing Urshifu, so they're reducing their card count to increase the chances of them drawing different cards into their hand. Because it's very obvious that they don't actually need that Telescopic Sight, because we're not playing V cards, but they can actually use Escape Rope and target our bench. But I don't think they need to do that. If they're playing Urshifu, then they don't even need to put us into the bench just because we are weak to a fighting type. So one hit of Gale Thrust is actually enough to knock us out. But they are playing Psychic and Dark Energy though, so okay, they're playing a lot of different cards here. Umbreon, Slowking, they're playing Dark type, Psychic type. So no Urshifu, that's good. Okay, we have to attach energy card from our hand because we actually get to use the Natural Cure ability if we do that. But we actually have to evolve first because we have to prepare for that Dragapult VMAX. So if we get to evolve twice before they do their Dragapult, then we get to save ourselves. But we actually need that Cape of Toughness first. So I think we're just gonna use Eldegoss here. Yeah, I think we're gonna use Eldegoss. It's because we have no Cape of Toughness. Okay, we got our Cape. But they can actually... It's actually quite risky to do that. So let's just use Enriching Seeds. Because if they Tool Scrapper, if they use a Tool Scrapper, they can actually use Moltres to knock us out. All they need is that one energy from their hand. Because, okay, they just let us win. Because they have Dire Flame Wings, Retreat, Dire Flame Wings, Attach Energy. And then, if we have our Blissey in the active spot, if we didn't heal our Pokemon with our Eldegoss, if we knock out that Crobat, then they would have actually been able to kill us with a Tool Scrapper. All they need is a Tool Scrapper. So it's better just to heal it now. And then once Eldegoss get knocked out, we get to actually retrieve that energy with our Blissful Blast, reattach it to Blissey, and then we are safe for another turn. But on the next turn though, we have to heal again. So we have Turffield in play though. If they don't use their Stadium card, we can actually heal again. I think we have an Escape Rope in our hand as well. So it's a lot of risk. They can Marnie you at any time. They can just use a Marnie. They can just use their Stadium card. So it's always very risky, whatever you're playing, whatever you're doing. So I think we're gonna have to use Call for Family here. So that's the power of your Gossipler. If you know, when all is lost, when you have no choice but to use it, you can actually use it. Call for Family. Whereas if you are left with nothing but an Articuno, then that would be bad. But I don't think there's the likelihood of that happening is that high because, you know, we only have that one Articuno versus that 3 copies of Gossipler and 3 Blisseys. It is possible though, it is still possible, but less likely. So let's just attach this one and use Call for Family. We're gonna call for each of 3. Each one of those 3. Just because this is gonna get knocked out. If it gets knocked out, we get to draw 1 extra card even if they Marnie us. So Lucky Energy is good in that sense. You get to stack it as well. If you have a lot of Lucky, you get to attach. You get to draw a lot into your hand. And if you don't get knocked out, if they don't knock you out, you get to draw a lot of times. Oh my goodness, they're playing Alcremie and Zacian. That's interesting. So they're doing a crazy amount of damage. They're knocking us out with 1 hit. We can't actually avoid that 1 hit KO. How many are they doing? 6. 240. So they are doing 240 damage the next turn. I think we're safe still. Thank God. So we get to retreat. We get to do everything actually. We get to do everything. We have no choice but to sacrifice that 1 switch card. We have a lot of switch cards in this deck anyways. So let's just sacrifice that switch card. Just so that we get to use our Articuno to discard even more energy cards in our hand. If we have them. We may actually need to prepare that. Let's just discard Powerful. may actually need to prepare this one. Let's see. Just in case they have a tool scrapper. But it looks like we are, yeah. It looks like they can actually use Alcremie again. So I think it's actually smarter to Bird Keeper the next turn and use the other Blissey, because that allows us to get 4 energy on both the Blisseys. And if they knock out one or the other, we get to hit twice on the Zacian. Well, we only get to hit once, but I think that's enough. Okay, they use a boss order, that's good. Okay, we're safe for much longer than we expect. But we can't discard anymore, Articuno is done. So we can't use Eldegoss, obviously. We're gonna use Alistair. So let's just discard one. We're gonna attach one and bring out a Gossifleur, I think. Since I don't think they can knock us out the next turn, so we're just gonna do that one. Okay, I really don't think they can knock us out. I don't see any way they can do it. Because it's only 6 energies. Unless they use a BD and an energy switch. Turbo Patch, they can still use a Turbo Patch. So BD energy switch, Turbo Patch. Turbo Patch for like the extra 2 or 3 energy. But if they use a Tool Scrapper, all they need is that extra 1. If they have 7 energy cards, they can actually knock us out. Okay, they just paused the turn. Okay, we don't even need to, we don't need that many energies to knock it out with our second Blissey. All we need is that 1 extra energy, because it does 40 damage. We already do 200 damage to that Zacian, so all we need is 1 more energy. That single energy on that second Blissey. So we don't have a choice, we have to get Sonia for our Blissey. So thank God we got our Articuno. So we're gonna use Articuno first. Just in case we get powerful with that draw. Okay, we didn't get powerful, but that's okay. We got our Escape Rope. We got to use our Blissful Blast on the first turn. If we have a powerful, we can actually knock out that Rapid Strike Sobble. The regular Sobble, you have actually from Sword and Shield a 70 HP Sobble, but it's not Rapid Strike and it doesn't have the Keep Calling attack, which is quite strong because you get to summon more Sobbles or even your other Rapid Strike Pokemons onto your bench. So Keep Calling is a very strong attack, but to be able to use that, you need to have a low HP Sobble in play. So only 1 powerful is enough to knock out that Sobble. But they are using Ice Rider. If they switch, they can actually knock us out. But they can't evolve this turn, so we need our Cape of Toughness. If we can't get Cape of Toughness, we're done. So we need Cape of Toughness like mad. Okay, we got no Cape. That's bad. We're gonna discard Alistair, I think. Yeah, I don't think we can win this one. Because we need our Cape of Toughness. Ice Rider is doing 250 damage. There's no way we can win this one. But we give it our best shot. Um, it's very easy. All they need is Drizzile for that Evolution Incense switch, and they're done. They even have an air balloon in their hand. I suppose that's why they put that as the active. Very confident that they can actually attach energy, evolve, and knock us out in a single turn. So they, oh my gosh, they couldn't attach energy. That was surprising. That was surprising. So should we use a Bird Keeper? I don't know what to do. We don't need that many energy cards to knock it out, so I think we're just gonna do that. We need a Cape of Toughness. If we can get a Cape, that would be great. So should we use a Milo or a Research? I don't think we have a choice. We need that Cape. Okay, we got a Cape, that's good. All we need is that Cape. We're gonna attach to this one, I think. Should we? I don't really know. Let's just attach to this one. If they use a Tool Scrapper on us, we're done for. But if they don't, we are doing more and more damage, so... how many are we doing, actually? I don't think we're doing that much yet. So we actually need to use Eldegoss first. So 220 plus those two powerful is 260. 60 plus 1 energy is 90. So we can't actually knock it out this turn. So we need an Eldegoss. We need an Eldegoss. We need to use it twice. They're actually very late. Surprisingly, they are very late just because they're playing 2 VMAXs. They're playing Inteleon and Ice Rider. If they only play, if they're not greedy, if they only play that 1 VMAX, it's gonna be much faster and much quicker. But the good thing about Inteleon is that you get to kill 1 price decks very easily. Ice Rider is not that easy. If they play 1 price deck, Ice Rider is only knocking out 1 Pokemon at a time. So they're slowly collecting the damage counters. I don't think they can knock us out. They can actually use a Zigzagoon though. So Zigzagoon can actually do the trick. But we are knocking it out, right? We're knocking it out with our Blissey, so I don't think they can do it. We can't use Articuno anymore. My bad, we actually can. Yeah, sorry about that. We actually can use Articuno. So we get our second Eldegoss. And we get to use Articuno. Let's just discard that Gossifleur. We don't need Gossifleur. We're doing 200 plus damage, so we got an extra energy. I think we're gonna attach to this one. Just because we don't actually need that many. We are already doing 290 damage, 260, my bad. So plus 90 is 350 damage. 350 is enough to knock out the Ice Rider, even with a big charm attached. All we need is an extra energy if they have a stone or something, but there's no stone energies for water type. And there's no any other way they can reduce damage done to it. So they are knocking it out, but we actually win the game using our first Blissey. So they couldn't get past our first Blissey just because we got our Cape in time and they don't have Tool Scrappers, and they didn't use their Ice Rider in time. So it really is a race between who gets the right cards first. We got to use Blissful Plus for a 1-hit knockout, 380 damage, knocking out an Ice Rider with 1 hit. That is lovely. Was that extra 1 powerful for the next turn, doing 50 extra damage. 430 damage on the next turn. And if we attach another energy, that's gonna be even more. So this is a very good, it's doing really well. This deck is doing super well. We haven't lost a single game yet with this deck. But it's a good day, I suppose. It's a really good day. Some days you're just paired against meta decks. Today we don't have, our opponents are not playing like super meta decks. If they play super meta decks on steroids, then we can't actually win anymore. Because this is just a fun deck to play with. It's not really that competitive. It's just, you know, a fun variation of a Blissey deck. We've got so many energies. Whoa, that's crazy. So all we need is that one Articuno to discard everything. So we're gonna attach Lucky here and use Call for Family. Okay, we got Articuno, that's great. One of each as usual. So Mimikyu is gonna destroy us. We have to kill the Mimikyu fast, because if they have the Mimikyu in play, we can't actually use Eldegoss anymore. Eldegoss, we're healing bench Pokemon. You don't get to heal your active, you don't get to use it other than with an attack. So there's no way you can heal your Pokemon if they have a Mimikyu and if you are using your Eldegoss. So we don't have boss order in this deck. Oh, thank god they didn't switch. So all we need is that... Oh, we can't actually do it though. Yeah, we can't do it. That's sad. We gotta research. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. The amount of cards that we are discarding is crazy. We should have actually evolved later, because now we are giving off that we are using Eldegoss. They're probably gonna retreat now. Yeah, they're gonna retreat now. It wasn't really wise for us to show off that Eldegoss that early. But we have an escape rope. Let's hope that does something. We have no Zigzagoon, so there's no way we can knock out that Mimikyu that easily. But I think it's wiser just to get another Blissey. Let's just get another Blissey, because they're not playing VMAXs, I don't think. Cursula with their Sigilif. So we don't actually need to attach from our hand. We just need to wait. We just need to wait for enough turns to be able to knock out any V card with one hit. So because if we attach from our hand, they're gonna punish us with that gnawing aura, and if we damage that Sigilif, they're gonna punish us as well. So that's gonna be bad. We have an escape rope. That's good, but we can't actually knock out that thing. We need to knock out the Mimikyu. If they retreat this turn though, we can actually do something. We can actually push the Galarian Cursula back. Okay, that's bad. They're gonna put Cursula now. So we have to actually attach now. How much are we doing actually? 130 plus 60. 190 already. 130 plus 60, right? 190 is enough to knock it out. So I think we're just gonna capture. We don't need that powerful. We're just gonna capture another Blissey, because we can't heal our bench Pokemon. So I don't think we're gonna use Articuno. I don't think we need to. Yeah, we're just gonna leave the Reconstitute just in case we draw another supporter card. We don't want to waste any more supporter cards. So let's just draw out that one first. Draw out that one, compress the deck so that we get to actually draw out more supporter cards, because we need supporter cards every turn, otherwise we can't do much. So should we use Reconstitute? I think I'm just gonna leave it. Let's just use one. We already discarded so many energy cards though. Might as well just discard one more. We're not using Enriching Seeds anyways, so So we're gonna attach 3 lucky energies. Just because we don't need anything anymore. They're using horror and counter attack to place damage counters on us. So there's no VMAX for Cursula. They can actually play a Dragapult out of nowhere though. Marnie, oh my gosh. I don't think we're gonna attach energy this turn. Just because Cursula is gonna punish us. They may actually play a Sableye out of nowhere. Sableye Cursula would be quite interesting. Yeah, let's just attach 1. No harm doing that, right? I don't think there's any harm doing that. So let's just do our Milo to discard those 2. And I think we should just cape this one. They can actually use a Raihan though. They can actually use a Raihan. That's the bad thing. So 110. They have Horror Energy. So 130, and a, oh my gosh, and a Rocky Helmet. 150 times 2 is actually enough. So there's no hope of saving that if they use a Raihan. Yeah, there's no hope. But at least we get the other Blissey. We can't actually heal first because of the Mimikyu. So I don't think they have a Raihan. They could have a Raihan and a switch in hand. Okay, thank God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank gosh they don't have a Raihan. All they need is a Raihan to knock us out. Psychic Assault does 180 damage. Okay, we're gonna Escape Rope and knock out the Mimikyu first, because after that gets knocked out, then we get to use Enriching Seeds. Okay, we're gonna switch now. We're gonna switch and knock out the Mimikyu. And then prepare our... We should have retreated though. Oh, we don't need to retreat just because we have so many energy cards already. So let's just attach that one here. Let's just save that. Yeah, let's save that. We have only 14 cards in the deck, so let's not use any more supporter cards. Let's prepare our second Blissey. I don't think they can knock us out that easily. They need a Sableye. Only a Sableye can knock us out. Sigilif. We even have the natural cure ability, so if they play Slowking, you can actually save your Blissey. If they play Tapu Koko, you can actually save it with your natural cure. You can attach energy from your hand, heal it from paralysis. That's so cool. And we also get to switch as well, because we have a lot of switch cards in this deck. So we're gonna use our Enriching Seeds now. Might as well do it now. Just for fun. Because we're gonna lock them from attacking us. If they don't have damage counters on us, they can't actually do anything but 30 damage. So we're gonna lock them first. That's not gonna do much. We already have like so many energy cards. 9 energies. And 4 powerful. That's crazy. We got 4 powerful. For some reason, powerful energies love to show up very easily on my hand. It just loves to come into my hand. So we're just gonna use Enriching Seeds again, I think. Yeah, might as well. Full heal, full recovery. I think we can even use this to knock it out. So we're gonna use Escape Rope. Okay, they just boss ordered us. We got a bit too cocky. They should have retreated though. Should we use Escape Rope? I don't think there's any point. We should just use Bird Keeper. We only have 11 cards in the deck though. We have that one Copycat though. So Copycat is good because that's probably the reason why I have that one Copycat in this deck. Just because if you are stuck with too many cards in your hand, Marnie or Copycat is gonna help you put those back into your deck. Otherwise, you're gonna deck yourself out. We don't want to be decking ourselves out, which is a ridiculous way of losing the game. But sometimes, if they play a mill deck, you can actually do that. You can actually deck yourselves out. So we don't actually need to do anything anymore. We can actually use a Bird Keeper even and knock it out with 300 plus damage. I think it's 400 plus damage just because we have 4 powerful energy attached to it. That's crazy. We got 8 win streaks with this deck. It's just a good day, I suppose. It's a really good day. We didn't face any strong meta decks, any solid meta decks. If they play Ice Rider Inteleon, Ice Rider Shady Dealings, a very solid Ice Rider Shady Dealings deck with Path to the Peak and with a lot of Drizzles, a lot of Melanies and Quick Balls, Aurora Energy even, then we can't actually win because we need our Cape of Toughness. If Cape of Toughness doesn't show up in time, Ice Rider can actually knock it out with one hit. Max Lance does 250 damage and Blissey cannot survive that. And if it doesn't survive, Enriching Seeds is not going to do anything. Eldegoss is essentially useless if Blissey dies with one hit. So we get to use Powerful on the first turn, that's great. Let's hope we get our Cape of Toughness in time. We're just going to discard all. Let's just do that since we have a Bird Keeper. So we're doing 130, 150 damage the next turn. We need an extra energy to be able to knock it out. But they can actually use Moonlight Blade, 160 damage. Um, 160 damage is not enough though. If they evolve, we can actually use Bird Keeper and strike it again. But we're not gonna be able to do much. They're healing their Pokemon as well. Oh my god. So we need 160 damage. We're doing 150. Oh. So we don't even need to attach energy now, thanks to Houndoom. I think we do though, my bad. Oh, we're doing 150 damage, so we don't if they don't evolve. They're playing Indeedee. Indeedee heals only 20 damage, but Indeedee with your single strike roar, I suppose is a good combo. Because you're actually recovering the recoil. You're recovering the recoil from your Houndoom, which is pretty smart. So we're gonna just use Bird Keeper switch. Just because that actually helps us draw cards. We have no choice but to do that. Should we just use Blissey? I don't think we should though. Yeah, let's just do that one. If they use Urshifu, we are actually dead. If they use their Urshifu, we can't actually survive one hit. But if we attack it before they kill us, if we kill it first, we may actually win. So fighting types, we have no chance of winning against fighting types. We actually have to prepare both Blisseys just to be safe. They use the Bird Keeper. Yeah, they're charging up their Urshifu now. So this is the scary part. We can't actually rely on only one Blissey. We need like all three Blisseys to knock out that one single strike Urshifu. So here comes the scary part. 180 is gonna kill us. But they can't attack on the next turn though, at least we have that. So I think we have no choice but to use a Sonia. How many are we doing, by the way? 180 already, so let's just get... Okay, we got no Articuno, that's bad. Let's just attach to this one, I suppose. Yeah, because we are doing 180 damage. Let's just compress our deck and kill it. So we only need one more knockout, which is quite difficult just because unless we use an escape rope, they're probably just gonna offer the other one. So if they have a Bird Keeper switch, they can actually knock out both Blisseys consecutively non-stop. So Eldegoss is doing nothing. It's not doing anything. We got our third Blissey though. Oh my goodness, they just evolved it. Okay, beat down is gonna kill us. They just evolved it. That's super bad. I don't think they even need to... Yeah, beat down. They just need one more single strike energy to knock out our Blissey with a beat down. That's crazy. We need a... Okay, we can't actually win this anymore just because it's a fighting type. We finally lost the game. So let's just use Alistair. If we use 2 escape rope though, we can actually win. 2 escape rope. I don't think it's possible though. Yeah, it's not possible. Let's see if we can get escape rope though. Okay, no escape rope. That's okay. Forces them to discard their energy cards, I suppose. Forces them to discard their energies. If they don't have that extra single strike energy, they're gonna need that. If they don't have another single strike in their deck, they're gonna need that, you know, they're gonna need to use GMX 1 blow to discard all energy cards to knock us out with one hit. Let's hope they don't have it. Okay, thank God they don't have it. They may actually have it in their hand. Beat down is not gonna be enough. 280 damage, thank God for that. So we are healing all of the damage. They only need a boss order though. All they need is a boss order. But if we heal, we actually get to reattach and heal again. So that's the power of Eldegoss. So let's attach to that one. If that was close, you have a good deck. Should we just attach to that one? No, let's just keep it. We should have used escape rope actually. I think they are using boss order now. All they need is 1 energy, and then yeah, we should have used escape rope because all we need is 2 escape ropes, but they can actually evolve to a VMAX. Then you know, it's actually better just to target that VMAX. We need to heal a lot of times, which is quite crazy, but It's manageable, I think. It's possible. If they get their Urn of Vitality though, we're done for. So let's just do this one, right? Yeah, let's just do that one. Let's just be a little bit crazy and use the other one. Let's hope we get our... Let's hope we get powerful energy with that Milo. Okay, we got it. Perfect. Attach powerful. Use that to discard powerful. And quick ball. We have no more basic energy cards in the deck, by the way. So we have one more Cape of Toughness. So if they Tool Scrapper, we can actually reattach. But if they Tool Scrapper, they are actually knocking it out with one hit. So one Indeedee is actually quite disruptive. I don't think we need Lucky Energy though. So if they use Gmax one blow, we can actually knock it out with the other Blissey, I think. I don't think so, just because of Indeedee. Yeah, we should have saved one powerful. We should have saved one powerful just now. I forgot about Indeedee. 220, I don't know if we can do it though. 210, oh my gosh, yeah, that was not enough. We need that one powerful energy from the deck. We should have saved that powerful, that was stupid. That was bad. Okay, let's see if we have a powerful from the deck. Let's search our deck. If we have that one powerful... Okay, we don't have it. We can't win the game anymore. There's no chance we can win. We can use a Escape Rope Birdkeeper. That was so close though. 210. Oh my god. So let's just use Escape Rope. Oh my goodness, they put a Sylveon. 200. That's enough though. That was quite silly of them. So they forgot to count the price card. They forgot to count. Okay, we made a mistake of not leaving that one powerful in our hand. If we left one powerful in our hand for our bench Blissey, we would have won much easier, just because Urshifu cannot survive that. I forgot about Indeedee, that's why. So they made the mistake. We made a mistake, they make one mistake, so I suppose that's fair. So that's all for this deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's called the Windborn Wellness, featuring our Blissey V from Chilling Reign with the Blissful Blast attack, allowing you to do 30 more damage for each energy attached to your Blissey. It doesn't matter if it's a basic or a special energy, you get to do 30 extra either way, and you're doing an extra 10 base damage as well, and also that extra damage with your powerful energy, plus 20 for each powerful you have in play. We're also playing our Lucky Energy and Capture in this deck. Lucky allows you to draw more cards for each time you receive damage from your opponent's active Pokemon. With your Blissey or any other active that you attach that Lucky Energy to. It doesn't have to be a normal type, so whatever type of Pokemon you attach your Lucky Energy to, the effect of drawing cards still work as long as your opponent hit it, damage your Pokemon with that Lucky Energy attached to your active. So if you're, I don't think it works if it's in the bench spot, so if it's in an active spot, yep, you have to have your Pokemon in the active spot for the effect to get activated. So we also have our Alistair and our regular supporter cards to discard. We need our Milo Alistair Research to discard our energy cards, which we have 20 copies of in this deck. We have 20 energy cards in this deck, plus those special energies included. And we also have our Quick Ball to discard as well. We have our Turfu Stadium just in case they play Path to the Peak, because Turfu Stadium allows you to kick out Path, which allows you to use your ability, your Galarian Articuno, which is a V card with Rule Box, You need stadium cards if you want to play that ability, but we only have that one copy of Galarian Articuno. That's why we don't actually need that many stadium cards in this deck. So if we are lucky enough to get Articuno in our deck, we actually get to use our stadium cards to kick out Path to the Peak if we need to. And we are also using Eldegoss Enriching Seeds. The main strategy for this deck is our Enriching Seeds, which allows us to heal all damage from any one of our bench Pokemon. We are healing damage from our Blissey. If our Blissey gets damaged, we actually get to add up to 300 HP with our Cape of Toughness. So Blissey with Cape of Toughness is a very high HP Pokemon. Not only that, we're healing it to max health with our Eldegoss. So after it gets hit by the first damage, obviously your opponent is going to require, if they don't play fighting type Pokemons, on the off chance that they don't play Urshifu VMAXs, then we actually get to win the game very easily, because they're gonna need 2 hits if they don't play Ice Rider. And even if they play Ice Rider, if you get your Cape of Toughness in time and if they don't have a Tool Scrapper, they're gonna need at least 2 hits to be able to knock out your Blissey. So on their first hit, after their first hit, you're gonna have at least 4 energy attached to your Blissey already. All you need to do is Bird Keeper, Switch, or Escape Rope, which we have a lot of copies of in this deck. We have 2 Escape Rope, 3 Switch, and 3 Bird Keepers in this deck. A lot of Switch cards, which you get to use to switch out your Blissey, to switch your Blissey into your Eldegoss, so that you get to heal all damage from your Blissey. And then if they boss order target your Blissey again, all you need to do is Bird Keeper again until they run out of their boss order. Once they run out of their boss order, they're gonna have to target your Eldegoss to be able to erase, not to erase, but to be able to stop you from healing your Blissey. Once they stop you from healing your Blissey, you're good to go for another extra hit. You can hit an extra time to attach extra energy cards to your Blissey, up to 7 or 8 energy cards, and then they're gonna need another 2 strikes to knock out your Blissey. So you can actually knock out a VMAX, at least 1 VMAX for each Blissey that you have in play, but you're gonna have to sacrifice a few Eldegoss as well to be able to accomplish that. So 1 Blissey is actually enough for this deck if you are lucky enough to get your energy cards out fast enough, if you're lucky enough to evolve your Eldegoss fast enough. But you don't actually need to be that lucky, just because we have a lot of Eldegoss in this deck, a lot of ways to bring out our a lot of ways to discard our energy and also bring out our evolution card in this deck. So we don't actually need to be that lucky, we just need to be smart in our gameplay, just because this deck is already perfectly arranged for you to have a high win rate. So we actually got full wins all 9 games. We played 9 games with this deck and we won. I'm very glad to say we won all 9 games for this stream. This entire stream is full victory. I'm very happy to say, but we are actually playing against rather, average to beginner type people. We're not playing against meta super competitive people, but that's okay. At least we got a good day today. So I'm happy with that. So hope you guys enjoyed this deck. It is called the Windborn Wellness. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you find our videos interesting, entertaining, or fulfilling in any way, we will see you on the next one, and have a nice day. Tune in for the next episode for more interesting, cool new combos featuring new cards from Evolving Skies, Pokemon Celebrations, and even Chilling Reign, or even old sets that we get to experiment with new cards from the new set. So we'll see you on the next time. Have a nice day, guys. Bye!